The old grandfather clock in the hallway chimed, its hollow sound echoing through the Wheeler house. Mike's eyes snapped open. 3:33 a.m. The digital clock on his nightstand glowed with those same damning numbers. A chill, completely unrelated to the autumn air, crawled up his spine. Ever since Vecna, ever since Eddie, the quiet of the night wasn't peaceful anymore. It was listening. He sat up, straining his ears. Nothing. Just the usual hum of the refrigerator downstairs and the gentle rustle of leaves against his window. But a feeling of being watched prickled at the back of his neck. He swung his legs out of bed, his feet cold against the wooden floor. The walkie-talkie on his desk, usually silent, was emitting a low, almost inaudible static. He picked it up. The static wasn't random. It had a rhythm, a faint, distorted pulse that sounded unnervingly like a heartbeat. "Hello, is anyone there?" "Over," Mike whispered, his voice trembling slightly. The static only grew louder, the heartbeat quickening. A new sound bled through the hiss, a wet, tearing noise that made his stomach clench. He dropped the walkie-talkie as if it were burning hot. Glancing at his window, he saw his own reflection staring back from the dark glass. But something was wrong. His reflection wasn't mirroring him. It was smiling, a wide, unnatural grin that stretched too far. As he watched, horrified, the reflection's eyes turned black, two empty voids in the familiar face. It raised a hand, not his hand, but a twisted, elongated version with sharp, vine-like fingers, and tapped lightly on the glass from the other side. Tap, tap, tap. Mike stumbled back, his heart hammering against his ribs. He scrambled for the lamp on his nightstand, his fumbling fingers finally finding the switch. The room flooded with warm yellow light, and the reflection in the window vanished. It was just his own terrified face staring back now. The static from the walkie-talkie was gone. The house was silent again. But he knew it wasn't over. He could still feel it. That cold presence from the upside down, now wearing his face, was just outside, waiting in the dark. He crept toward the door, his breath held tight in his chest. He had to warn the others. He slowly turned the doorknob, the click sounding like a gunshot in the silence. The hallway was dark, darker than it should be. At the far end, standing in front of the grandfather clock, was a silhouette. It was his height, his build. "Mike," a voice whispered from the darkness. It was his own voice, but warped, dripping with a cold amusement. "Are you coming out to play?" The figure took a step forward, and in the sliver of light from his room, Mike saw the smile. The same impossible, predatory smile from the reflection. The clock began to chime again, its tolls counting down the seconds in the suffocating darkness of Hawkins. He was trapped in his own home with a twisted copy of himself, and the night was far from over.